So let's start by rolling the shoulders. Deep breath into the nose, out the mouth. Moving as much around as you can. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll bring the opposite direction. So again, all the way around and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, feet shoulder apart, hands on the hips, little circle. And when you get to the front, change direction, bring it back. Again, moving through the hips, little circles all the way around, loosen out the joints. Back. Now we're going one more each direction. Bring the feet together again. We're going to drop the head now and just all the way around. We get to the front, change direction, bring back. All around, all the way back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Right, now let's bend the knees, feet together, again, little circle all the way around and all the way back. Nice circles all the way around and all the way back. Keeping our back straight here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then last one, out onto the toe. Again, a little circle around the ankle, all the way back. So just loosening out our joints here, then we're going to work into our muscles next. Nice big circle around and back. One more each direction. And then we'll swap the opposite side. All the way around, all the way back. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of shoulders. So we're going to bring one hand behind our back, and then bring the other hand onto that side of the head. So whichever hand's behind your back, or that side of the head, and you're just going to pull your shoulders slightly to the side. Just till you feel that first little bit of tension, we're just going to hold it there, just to loosen out. From there, inhale, exhale, come a little bit further. Remember, we're not forcing it here, we're just lightly stretching out. Once more, go a little bit further if you can. Three, 2, 1, let it go, shake it out. We're going to go to the opposite side. So again, hand comes to the opposite side of the head, just so you get that first little bit of stretch. We're not forcing it, we're just slowly easing. From there, so you can go a little bit further. And And again, see if you can go a little bit further. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Shake it out. Okay, we're going to bring one arm across the body, hook in, make sure we're not on our elbow, so whichever side of the elbow you can, and just pull in towards yourself. Again, we just want that light stretch. If you can come a little bit closer, do. If you can't, don't worry. And once more, if you can come a little bit closer, do. Let it go, shake it out. Let's bring it to the opposite side. So again, just either side of the elbow, make sure we're not on the joint. Just pull in to where it's comfortable for you. You might find one side you can go further than the other, that's all right. You can come a little bit closer too. And once more, you can come a little bit closer too. Right, let it go, shake it out. Now we're going to go one arm over and push down with the opposite arm. Just push down the back, stretching out kind of the triceps at the back of the arm, just down into the arm. Again, we're just holding it there. Yeah, good stretch all around our shoulders here. From there, if you can, what we're going to do is bring one hand around. And if you can, hold hands. You might be able to. If you can't, don't worry, just reach your hands towards each other. I'm just going to hold it there. Okay, let it go. Shake it out again. Opposite side here, we're going to bring one hand down first. We're just going to push on that elbow first. Just settle it into the stretch first. From there, again, let's see if we can reach and touch hands each side. Again, you might find one side's easier than the other. This one actually is easier for me than the last one. Just going to hold it there. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let it go, shake it out. Okay. Next one, what we're going to do just before we go down to the mat is what we're going to do is bring one hand up in front of us, wrap the other hand around and hold hands. If you find that too difficult, you can actually hold your elbows together and push them away from each other. But if you can, all the way around. And we're just going to hold it in that position first. So this is called eagle arms if anyone does yoga. From there, if you can, lift up a little bit higher. Just feel it's all across the top of the shoulders. And we'll try once more, see if we can go a little bit higher. Three, 2, 1. Let it go, shake it out. We're going to swap to the opposite side. So again, might find one side's easier than the other. Try and wrap our hands and then we just lift up. We feel that first stretch. Might even have to lift up to feel the stretch. That's all right as well. If you can, lift a little bit higher. And once more, if you can, go a little higher again. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Shake it out. Right, let's bring it down to the mat. We're going to line one side. supporting our head with our bottom hand. We're going to bend our knees, keeping our ankles and knees stacked in front of each other. We're going to lift up as high as we can with our knee and slowly lower. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. We don't want to rotate back here at all. We're just lying on our side, using our core to keep ourselves balanced. We don't want to be going all the way back here. If you start to lean back, you're going too high. So exhale up. Inhale, lower. Lift up and lower. We're going to do that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip over to the side now. So again, knees are stacked, ankles are stacked. Now we're just lifting up and lower. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Again, we're not rotating. Just going up as high as you can and back down. Now we go for 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. I'll do it and back down. Let's go over onto our back. We're going to make sure our back is flat into the mat here. So make sure there's no space between your back and the floor. We're keeping our core nice and tight to do so. So our hips are tilted. I'm going to lift one leg up and lower. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Keep it nice, controlled here. You might feel a stretch in the back of the leg as well. That's all right. But main thing here is we're going to keep our back in contact with the mat the whole time. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. For 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Up. Okay, off the side. Lift up. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Remember, keep that back in contact with the mat. Keep the core nice and tight. Brace the core like you're about to get punched. Should still be able to breathe as you do this and keep the core engaged. For 4, 3, 2, and 1 last one. Back down. Okay. We're going to plant our feet into the mat. Make sure our back's pressing into the mat again. Heels are coming down or down into the mat, and we're going to lift up into a bridge and slowly bring it back down. All the way up. And all the way down. Make sure we're changing the angle of our hips as well. So we want to rotate through our hips. Tilt them as we come down. Bring our back up off the mat. Then bring it back down and lift up. We're trying to move a lower spine as much as we can here. We go for 4, 3, 2, and one more. Lift it up. And we're going to hold it there. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing our core, keeping ourselves up while still breathing. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Okay. Next one, we're pulling our back into the mat. Knees are at 90-degree angle. Our hips are at 90-degree angle, and we're going to lift out, tap the heel, and bring it back. So staying on the same side, and you're not letting your back come off the mat again. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can actually come down and just tap your toe. But if you can keep your back flat on the mat, come all the way out, tap the heel, bring it back up. Breathe through each one. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go to the opposite side again. Keep that back pressed into the mat, core nice and tight down. And out. Exhale, bring it out. Inhale, back in. Keep that back in contact with the mat. Keep it going. For 4, 3, 2, and one last one, all the way out. And back. Okay, we're gonna bring our feet down from that. If you need to, bring your knees into the chest. I'm just gonna roll around a little bit. Move the back around a bit. Do a few circles, each direction of the knees. Be a little bit tough on the hips as well, but it's okay. We want those muscles activating. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, you guys are gonna stay lying down. Well, I'm gonna sit up, and what we're gonna do is gonna bring our arms to our sides and let our arms fall out as far as we can. And back. So the aim here is to try and get them to go to the floor. You may not be able to do that. But you're lying flat as you do it, so I was like sitting up to show you. Elbows are to our sides. And we're just going out as far as we can. Back up. Keeping a 90-degree angle at our elbow. Yeah, just go as far as you can each time, let it just fall out. Bring it back up. All the way back up each time. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, stay where you are. You sit up again just to show you. We're now going to have our arms just up at shoulder height, straight line, and then that same 90-degree angle of the elbows. We're going to come back as far as we can and come forward as far as we can. Again, with this, if you can't touch the ground, that's kind of normal. So I can go the whole way back, but I can't go the whole way forward. What we want to do is just working on moving that back and forward. Again, keeping our shoulder blades flat into the mat here, or falling back, coming forward, letting gravity bring it down. So if you have a point where you find a bit sticky, if you just stay there, let gravity bring it down a little bit, stay a little bit longer. Then we go back, forward, back, and forward. And if you find going back you're sticking a little bit, same thing like if you're like with me going forward, just leave it hanging there. Let gravity move a little bit further. And then we go back. Forward, whichever is for you. If you're finding it stiff on both sides, go both sides. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from there, let's straighten out our legs. If they weren't already straight, doesn't matter if they were. We're going to bring one leg up, bend your knee. You're going to reach across the opposite hand and just bring it across the body to the ground. Doesn't matter if your hip comes up at the back. And then what we want to do is try and keep our shoulder down by reaching out the hand of the knee that's gone across. So this will stretch kind of our chest area, our shoulder. If you want to make the stretch a little bit easier, bring the hand lower. And if you want to make it a little bit more intense, you can bring your hand closer up towards your head. And we're going to look to the direction our knee's gone. Just let us twist the whole way through the body, stretching out the glutes a little bit, and then adding that little chest stretch in as well. I'm going to hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it around. Stretch out that leg. We're going to go off the side now. And again, across the body. Knee bent, and then hand comes flat. And we're going to look the direction our knee's gone. Remember, we want to keep our shoulder down as much as possible. Stretch out that chest. If you want to make it a little bit more intense, bring your hand up higher. And if you want to make it a little bit less intense, bring your hand up lower. You hold there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it around and stretch out that leg. Right, one more here in our back. Again, we're going to make sure our back is flat into the mat. We're going to bend those knees again. This time we're going to bring our arms up in front of us as well. So what we're going to do is opposite hand goes back and opposite leg goes out like this. But your hand up top stays still. So your hand shouldn't go forward with the leg. Hand's going to stay still. Keeping our back in contact with the mat. I'm going to swap it over. These are called dead bugs. Really fun coordination game. We're using our core to keep our back flat on the mat the whole time as well. Breathe through each one. Exhale as we go out. Inhale as we come in. We're going to do 2 more each side. 1 more each side. And down and rest. Okay. Let's bring it over to box position. First time today. We're going to bring our hands, so make sure there's a straight line from our shoulder to our wrist and our knee to our hip. And first we're going to do is we're going to drop the head, tuck the hips, push back up towards the ceiling. All the way back up and up. So imagine there's a string in the center. Put your back, pulling you up, dropping that head all the way back. Looking up each time as well. Nice stretch. Doing the whole way through that spine. We're going for 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Okay, from there, let's lift one leg back, pointing the toe, and we're just going to lean back on the toe and come back up. Just stretching out the calves a bit, so our lower leg. Rock back as much as comfortable, then come forward. All the way back, all the way forward. I'm going to do that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's lift that leg up. And we're going to push our heel up towards the ceiling, using our glute. Make sure we have a nice straight body. We're not leaning over to one side as much as we can. Keeping our core engaged. Exhale up, inhale lower. Here, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From there, let's hold it there. I'm going to curl our heel in towards our bum, using our hamstring here to the back of our upper leg. Keep it going, keeping that leg up the same height it was. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down to the mat. I'm going to swap over to the opposite side. So again, we're just pushing that heel back and forward slightly. Just opening up the calf a little bit. And we're keeping nice control. We're not rocking, we're not bouncing, we're slowly moving through it. Four, three, two, and one. Let's lift that leg up now and again. Keep ourselves as square as possible. Now we'll heel up towards the heel. Exhale up, inhale lower. And using that glute to lift our heel up. 3, 2, 1. Keeping that up in that position. And we're going to squeeze our heel in. Bring it back, engaging that hamstring. All the way in. And back out again. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Okay, we're going to sit back onto the heels, pull our hands forward into a little child's pose. If you want, you can really grip the mat and pull, or you can just let yourself relax into this position. It's up to yourself which way you go. So we'll walk our hands over from one side. Bring it back to center. And over to the opposite side. And bring it back to center. And let's bring it up. Okay, we're going to pop onto the knees. We're going to pop one leg forward, bring one leg back. Squeeze your glute, and then just coming as far forward as is comfortable for you. We're just going to squeeze that glute from behind there. Squeezing this one to bring ourselves forward. Trying to push our knee over our toe without our front foot coming up forward, and keeping ourselves upright as well. So we don't want to be like this. We want to be upright. We're going to inhale, exhale, sit back onto the heel. Pull forward, stretch out the back of the leg now. If you want, you can point your toe, if you find that more comfortable. If not, you keep your toe pointed. Again, slight bend in the leg is fine as well. Now we're going to inhale, exhale, bring it forward again. See if you can sink a little bit lower. Don't worry if you can't. We'll just hold it there. Once more, we're going to inhale, exhale, sit back. Get that little hamstring stretch in. Just hold it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once more, bringing it forward. We're actually going to come up tall now, so we're in that position. We're going to rotate our knee back behind and walk out your front leg. Feet up tall here. I'm going to stretch the inside of our leg. From there, if you want as well, you can rotate your toe towards the ceiling. We'll give the stretch a little bit more intensity. But make sure you're comfortable to do so. You don't feel like you're forcing anything. I'm going to hold it there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it down. We're back to the mat. Now we're going to change our legs. So one foot that wasn't forward now is going to go forward. And we're going to sink down into that hip. Again, whatever is comfortable for you. Feel that first area of bind, don't force it. Our upper body up tall. Wherever is as comfortable as for you as possible. Okay, from there, let's inhale, exhale, sit back onto that hamstring. Again, one side might be different than the other. Don't worry. If you need to bend your knee slightly, if you want to pop your toe down, you can. All up to you. What is most comfortable for you. You want it to be a comfortable stretch, not a painful one. And from there, we're going to inhale, exhale, see if you can go a little bit further. Don't worry if you can't. We're keeping our upper body up tall and pushing that knee as far over that toe as we can, out the foot coming up. From there again, let's inhale, exhale, sit back onto that leg. Then feel that hamstring open up. You mightn't find that it goes any further, but just the fact that we're opening up a little bit, that's what we want. From there, let's inhale, exhale, come forward. So we're staying up tall this time. We're going to rotate that leg back, walk out the front leg, and just sit into that hip stretch. From there, if you can rotate your toe towards the ceiling, only if you feel comfortable to do so. So just going to slightly intensify the stretch a bit. Want to do what's comfortable for you. You don't want to force something. From there, let's rotate that back. Bring our knees back in together. And let's interlock our fingers. Stand up, interlock our fingers behind our back. And sit up as high as you can, sticking our chest forward, keeping our head up. From there, let it go. Let's see if you can stop fingers pushing as far away as possible. Drop the head. Okay, from there, let's push up towards the ceiling. You reach up, stretching out the shoulders again. From there, let's lean over to one side. Bring it back to center. We go over to the opposite side. And we're back to center once more. Let it go. And you're done. Well done.